Listen, if you're a sucker for views, scenery, like you enjoy nature, then I bet you want to be in my shoes on this episode of Beyond Borders on Citi TV. Listen, guys, the River Thames has this sweet, soft, gentle breeze that has this, luxurious, pampering feeling on your skin. I love the vibe. You turn around, you see the old architecture, and then you see the glass, right? And the grass, okay? And all these luxurious apartments, and it's such a beauty to behold. There are Uber boats that ferry people across the city of London, right here in Canary Wharf, which, by the way, holds a special place in my heart because at age 18, well, I was here for a contest and I won. I was the audience choice, so Canary Wharf has always meant a lot to me. But I've never felt Canary Wharf at such a personal level as I am doing now. And, well, on Beyond Borders, like you know, we bring you compelling Ghanaian stories. Ghanaians who are here out of Ghana doing amazing stuff. I'm coming to speak to one of them. You know him? He's the man behind the Ghana Akwaaba Awards, the Ghana Party in the Park. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the man, Dennis Tawiah. So I'm going to meet him somewhere and then we'll have a chat. Are you ready for this? All right, let's do this.
In a world where miles separate hearts and dreams are woven across continents, comes a beacon of hope. Introducing PayAngel, Africa's payment expert, and your bridge to family back home. We are not just about sending money, we are about connecting souls and family. We ensure your hard-earned money reaches your loved ones back home with zero transfer fees. We are not just a remittance company, we are a promise of happiness. Because when you smile, we smile, and together we light up the world. Join the PayAngel family as we celebrate the bonds that keep Africans in the diaspora smiling. PayAngel, Africa's payment expert.
There is no promise we cannot keep. There is no commitment we cannot honor. There is no delivery we cannot guarantee. There is only one Bethel Logistics Company Limited, a licensed international freight forwarding and clearing agent, a trusted global brand with an extensive network for the movement of air freight and ocean freight worldwide. We are the trusted name for road freight into Western and Northern Africa. We are fully accredited by Ghana Customs and Excise. We cater for all your freight forwarding, customs clearing and forwarding, cross trades, inland transportation, internal cargo tracking systems, customer freight costing and consultancy, cold chain logistics management, logistics and warehousing, quality inspection, and much more. In Accra, Tema, and Takrady, we are always available to ensure easy movement of cargo countrywide. Call us on 0204 528 900 or 0244 707 859. Email info@bethellogistics.com. Locate us in Accra at North Ridge, adjacent Accra Girls High School, or in Tema at Community 4, or in Takrady on the second floor of the GCB building. Website bethellogistics.com. Bethlog, experts in shipping logistics.
Look, I am loving the view. My goodness. Bro, I'm in love. I'm in love.
Hey.
I'm in love.
How are you?
I'm in love. That's how I'm doing.
Welcome to
I'm in love with Canary Wharf, Dennis.
Hey, welcome, welcome. Beautiful Canary Wharf.
Thank you. It is.
How do you find it?
My goodness, I love it. I want to stay here a while longer. I'm imagining how this place will look like at night.
It's a beautiful scene. It's a lover's lane, so you know.
My goodness.
I always say, if you're in love, bring your love again.
I want to experience love in Canary Wharf at night.
Wow. Very soon you would there.
I look at the speedboats. Is that an Uber?
That's the. I think that's a fun one. That's not.
Wow.
People just enjoy.
They're truly having fun.
The Uber one will keep coming.
It would be going
it'd be
straight across.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Wow.
If you want to have some fun, and you just join the speedboats. Yeah.
Give me a spatial idea of where we are. This is Canary Wharf.
We're Canary Wharf. We're in the business hub of the United Kingdom.
This is the business hub.
This is the business hub.
Clearly.
Canary Wharf. All the big banks are here.
I can see.
KPMG. You can see SG there.
SG, right.
Barclays Bank,
Yes.
HSBC.
Yes, HSBC. That's where we had the final for a contest I participated in way back. So
Okay,
yeah.
So it's the hub of
Business.
our financial business. It used to be in a place in central London called Bank,
Okay.
but we've moved it from where the Bank of England is. But everything has been moved to this side of the world. It's in the east side of London.
I see.
This used to be a very old area, but now it's been developed into one of the
It looks so modern.
very, very modern. But if you were here a few years ago, you wouldn't believe the place.
Wow. Skyscrapers. That's almost into the cloud, man.
Oh, here you go. But yeah, it's a financial hub of the country, and yeah,
I see.
a lot happens here.
How does it feel like living and working in this neighborhood, man?
Feels good. It's good to be here. It's fresh. The environment is good.
It is fresh.
It motivates you as well.
It is fresh. It has this impact on your senses. I mean, no matter how stressed and frustrated you are, it just has this calming, gentle impact on you.
You do need to be calm sometimes, and
Oh,
this is
my
what it
goodness.
provides.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's good.
So people come here to see birds? Do people do bird viewing?
Sightseeing.
Yes.
People do sightseeing. People come here to do all sorts of things.
Bro.
The options are all done to
Yeah.
We are here, having a little discussion. So yeah, it's a nice place. For
Dennis,
everybody.
now I don't want to be here alone. And obviously I don't want to be here with you. you get me?
Yes. Yeah, but this is a good place to be. And,
Okay, so
thank
now
you for coming out.
who is Dennis Tawiah? You're Ghanaian, right?
100% Ghanaian.
Tell me who you are.
100% Ghanaian, born in Osu.
Okay.
I'm from Tashi.
Okay.
But, I lived my early life in Ghana at a very young age.
Okay.
I came to the UK in 1982 to be precise.
That was at the height of the famine.
Yes, if I could quite remember. Yes,
The
things were
food
difficult.
pandemic.
Yeah, the food pandemic. Things were difficult in Ghana at the
Yeah.
time. Yes, but yeah, and then I had the opportunity, thanks to my father, lawyer Tawiah, and my mother, who decided to bring the family to the United Kingdom to give us the opportunity to learn.
Right.
It was more for education. And here, I'm still here today.
You're not coming back?
I don't plan to, not at the moment.
Oosh, why not? That's sad.
Not at the moment. There's a lot of things that would change. Ghana is good. Ghana is great. Ghana is fun to be with. But I have my family here.
Right.
I have my business here, and I have better opportunities here as well.
Okay.
So I think it's good to stay where you are and just brighten up your little corner, and that's what I'm doing here.
All right, so let's get into it. So you moved here 82,
That's correct.
came to study.
Okay, yeah.
Where did you study?
I studied at Stoke Newington School, which is in North London, but I didn't have the best of academics. I actually just dropped out of school to go and pursue a career in football, which didn't work.
You wanted to be a footballer?
Yeah, I wanted to be a footballer.
Okay.
And it didn't work out. So, and I had no academic, no educational background. So I had to think on how to do things. I had to, create opportunities for myself.
Right.
So straight away, after a few years, I decided to go into music, to be a DJ.
Okay.
Okay. Which was something that I very much enjoyed at the time.
Right.
And also, it also gave me the opportunity to create what I'll say a new cultural experience for a lot of diasporans who were living here in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
If you think right now, we are now in 2023, but if you think way back in the early 80s,
I'm sure it was non-existent.
It was non-existent,
There was not experience like that.
No, it was not. I mean, let's say Black Africans, we didn't have this opportunity that we have right now.
Right.
In those days, it was very difficult. So to be in the entertainment industry at the time, whereby we had no nightclub, we had no restaurants, we had no form of entertainment. So me being into the DJ field created a lot of opportunities for people, as well as myself. When I mean for people, I created events.
Right.
You know, I created events, and I brought the community together as well.
Right.
Because if I do remember, in those days, the only form of entertainment we Ghanaians in the diaspora had, to be honest with you, would be a funeral. Ghanaians we love funerals, right?
We do.
Yeah,
so that's the Uber boats.
Yeah.
Man, that's huge.
Yeah, massive boat, you know.
Oh.
We should take a ride.
We should. We'll try that before I leave.
So we didn't have that entertainment scene. So I created that by making sure it was not only just funerals.
Okay.
You know, I started organizing events, free events for people to turn up. You know, and I had 1 or 2 mentors at the time, Uncle Freddie Annan, the late Samike. We created 1 or 2 events in terms of Ghana Independence Celebration.
Okay.
Miss Ghana UK.
Right.
You know, to galvanize the community. Then people started coming out. The Ghanaian community started coming out, attending events. So Ghana events now became some of the platform of what we enjoyed to make sure it was a hub for us to meet. You know, and if I think back of how I've connected people, how I've contributed to people. People come to my event, that's where you meet your loved ones.
Yeah.
Some people met their boyfriends, their girlfriends, husbands and wives.
Please do another one, let me come.
No, you know, the diaspora community met at some of my events. So, you know, sometimes I meet some of my old friends and we talk about it and it's like, oh, that's where I met my husband. Oh, that's where so, you know, I get that joy.
Yeah.
So I organize quite a lot of events. I organize, like I said, mainly Ghanaian events.
Okay.
Musical concerts. I had the likes of Daddy Lumba, Machidede, Kojo Entry.
My goodness.
Lee Dodu.
Lee Dodu.
Yeah, Smart in Cancer.
Yes.
Then I move into the, I would say, you know, the hip life world.
Okay.
I had the likes of Lord Kenya, TikTok. You know, the list goes on.
Nice.
You know, then
and some of the musicians even just, I mean, blew up on your platform.
Oh yeah, again, created opportunities for them to perform on the show.
Yeah.
Give them that global audience, you know. It's a lot of the artists was the first time traveling as well. So, I mean, the list is endless. You know, you talk about Sako there, you talk about Kim Promise, Kwame Eugene, Kiddy,
Kenata?
Kofi Kenata. Oh yeah, Kofi Kenata. Kwabna. I've worked with quite a whole range of artists. You know, giving them the opportunity to come to the United Kingdom, showcasing them here, and also giving the community here, or I'll say the diaspora community, to be able to engage. And you know, we've never looked back since then.
Exciting stuff.
Yes.
This is Beyond Borders on Citi TV. My name is Caleb Kuda. We are hanging out with Dennis Tawiah. He's the man behind many of the Ghanaian parties, the man behind the Ghana Party in the Park concert. A lot of people enjoy here in the diaspora. He's walking us through his journey from Ghana in 1982 all the way to here in the UK, where he's branched into the entertainment and event organizer sector, and he's been connecting a lot of people, creating a lot of memories and some money.
Making a lot of money.
Tell me about that.
Making a lot of money.
Tell me about that.
So one thing I would also say is that
can we just
one thing I would say is that we created a platform for it to be fashionable to be an African.
Right.
And I'll say back then it wasn't fashionable to be African. One of the biggest challenges, we Africans were not accepted in the United Kingdom, especially in the entertainment space. So we had to, you know, break down boundaries. We had to make it fashionable to be cool, to be African. We made that happen. You know, myself and a team of people, my DJ outfits, various people, you know, we went into the space where we were not allowed to. You know, so what you're seeing now is boundaries that we've broken from time to time.
And frontiers you have penetrated.
You know, we go through nightclubs whereby they say to you, who are you? African. No, you're not allowed to come in here. You know, so those are some of the challenges we were facing back in the 80s and the 90s. You know, we're not allowed to go to certain spaces. But we managed to break that boundaries. And now today I would say, you know, we are enjoying all those boundaries. At
the time, how did it feel like doing something that had no footprints for you to follow?
That's difficult. I mean, I never set out to say, oh, I'm going to break down boundaries. I set out to, look, I wanted to create an entertainment platform for the Ghanaian community. I didn't know that the whole Africans would be enjoying what it is right now. So I knew the challenge of us not being allowed to get into certain spaces for me, I was like, no, one day we have to break down these boundaries. One day we have to make sure Africans will be proud. It's gone are the days when we're in school playground, at school, yeah, when you school playground, who are you? African people. You're being teased for your hairstyle.
Right.
You know, they were picking
for the color of your skin.
For the color of your skin.
Discrimination.
It was pretty bad, you know, and to know that, no, let's do what we have to do to make sure that these people take notice of us. So to me, it was a motivation to be proud to be Ghanaian, proud to be African, that led me to do what I had to do.
Super.
Had I known, as I say, we would have been in where we are today, then it would be a different discussion. But I'm happy to be one of the people that contributed towards that.
Amazing.
And that to me is a good thing.
Fantastic. Let's tap into your wealth of experience as someone who's been putting events together. Let's reflect on our Ghanaian events as well. Let's compare and contrast the two and tease out lessons we can learn both from your side, what you can learn from the Ghanaian event organizers, and what we also back home can learn from industry leaders like you here in the UK.
I mean, I would say here in the UK, you got the infrastructure is good, the facilities are good. So with the right investments, there's a lot you could do. In Ghana, the challenges that you have, let's be honest with you, is infrastructure, timing, you know, discipline. It's not the same. I think if we bring some discipline into what we do, you know, if you learn what we have been doing here, I'll give you a perfect example. We were doing a concert for Machi today at the Indigo O2, and it says time stays start at 6 p.m., close at 11 p.m. That's what it means. Start at 6, close at 11 p.m. Now you get an average Ghanaian, or some of the punters coming in at 11:45 and say, "Oh, I didn't think you were going to finish at 11 o'clock."
Wow.
These
are the artists?
No,
or
the punters, the
patrons.
The patrons.
But
then again, we've had an artist who has turned up.
And the show is done.
And the show is done. We experienced that, whereby we had to plead to make sure, look, this is the main headline artist. No, it is closed. You have to stand outside.
Wow.
I remember quite well. So it's discipline. It's infrastructure. You know, we've got a foundation, and it helps a lot.
Right.
I really wish some of my colleagues in Ghana could get a chance to travel, to come and learn some of these things, you know, and see what it's like. Because don't get me wrong, the infrastructure in Ghana, you've got skilled workers in Ghana. Very good skilled workers.
Yes, we do.
The labor side of things in Ghana is very good. But then what you need is the infrastructure to be able to put.
So it's more structure than talent. We don't lack talent, we don't lack knowledge. What we lack is a proper structure. Because you go to some of our conference centers, our theaters, and the central AC is not working. Things are just messy.
So if I had my way, those are the kind of things that I'll look into, and then have an exchange of production people from Ghana coming here to learn one or two things, or even experiencing it. Come and see how it's set up there.
I'm sure there are many who are willing to get in touch quickly, and they're wondering, Caleb, ask him how we can get in touch with him already.
Yeah, exactly. So
how can people who are into your industry back home, desirous of tapping into your knowledge, get in touch?
It's very easy. I'm always Akwaaba UK. I'm always in Ghana.
Right.
I spend quite a lot of my holidays time in Ghana, so it's very easy to get hold of me. But if you go onto my social media page, which is Akwaaba UK, you can just direct message me, and then I'm happy to have that discussion.
Fantastic.
But I think for production-wise, it's also good. We all learn, you need to, even like artist recordings, studio recordings, and things like that.
Yeah.
You need some engineers coming out, doing a few stuff. I remember the likes of Daddy Lumba going to Germany. Yeah. Doing their recordings. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it tells you that we got one or two touches here that if you learn,
add some flavor to it.
Yeah,
how much does it cost to put a show together?
Wow. It depends on the show the promoter.
The biggest you've done?
The biggest I've done. Wow.
In a world where miles separate heart and dreams are woven across continents, comes a beacon of hope. Introducing PayAngel, Africa's payment expert, and your bridge to family back home. We are not just about sending money, we are about connecting souls and family. We ensure your hard-earned money reaches your loved ones back home with zero transfer fees. We are not just a remittance company, we are a promise of happiness. Because when you smile, we smile, and together we light up the world. Join the Pay Angel family as we celebrate the bonds that keep Africans in the diaspora smiling. Pay Angel, Africa's payment expert.
There is no promise we cannot keep. There is no commitment we cannot honor. There is no delivery we cannot guarantee. There is only one Bethel Logistics Company Limited, a licensed international freight forwarding and clearing agent, a trusted global brand with an extensive network for the movement of air freight and ocean freight worldwide. We are the trusted name for road freight into Western and Northern Africa. We are fully accredited by Ghana Customs and Excise. We cater for all your freight forwarding, customs clearing and forwarding, cross trades, inland transportation, internal cargo tracking systems, customer freight costing and consultancy, cold chain logistics management, logistics and warehousing, quality inspection, and much more. In Accra, Tema, and Takrady, we are always available to ensure easy movement of cargo countrywide. Call us on 0204 528 900 or 0244 707 859. Email info@bethellogistics.com. Locate us in Accra at North Ridge, adjacent Accra Girls High School, or in Tema at Community 4, or in Takrady on the second floor of the GCB building. Website bethellogistics.com. Bethlog, experts in shipping logistics.
The biggest I've done is Ghana Platinum Park this year.
Okay. This
the
year?
biggest- yeah, this year.
It was postponed, was it,
was
not?
postponed.
To August.
It was postponed
What
to
happened?
Rather unfortunately, we had the act of God whereby a day before the event, the weather warnings came out that it's going to be a huge storm,
Right.
rain and wind.
Look at that.
Wasn't too much of the rain,
Right,
it's
but more of the wind.
The wind, you know, the infrastructures we're going to place could be going and then-
Outdoor.
So we were advised by the safety committee for us to postpone the event.
And you had to postpone it hours to the event.
Less than 5 hours to the event.
My
We had to postpone
goodness.
it.
How
So
did you manage that?
we got a very good database. We know the community very well. It's easy for us to tap into the community.
Right.
I've been doing this for quite a long time. So,
Right.
but it was challenging, don't get me wrong, and it was very disappointing as well. Whereby I had all the artists from R2Bs, medical, you know, Kim Promise. A lot of artists were here, and then just to call them to say, look,
It was not going to work.
it's not going to work. And then, but the postponement, the new date was also challenging because like doing 2 events back to back,
Yeah.
you know, within less than a month of each other.
Yeah.
So I found that to be very, very challenging. The most in terms of cost.
How much did you spend on that?
I can't specify a huge amount of money. You're talking about quite a lot of money.
Millions.
I won't say millions. I won't say
Thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Millions. Yes, I'll go to the hundreds of
What have you been able to do for yourself doing what you do? Do you get me?
I get you. A lot. To be honest with you, happiness and joy. Like I said earlier on, I didn't set out to. At the beginning, it was just fun. I was doing a lot of things for free. I played at weddings for free. I
Right.
played at nightclubs for free.
As a DJ.
As a DJ, you know, I took. It was a hobby.
Right.
And then to turn it into business, whereby I'm now the main organizer, organizing events, bringing artists, giving them that international platform, and then also giving people the social connection here. You know, people use my platform as, you know, we're going out. You know, this is the place to be. My event was a social connection for people to meet. So that gave me a lot of satisfaction. But I made money from it, and
A lot of money.
and I'm still making money from
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll join you make money because money is good, bro.
Amen. I received it. Let's do that. Yeah.
Let's crystallize your story into 3 pointers, 3 big takeaways for anyone up and coming who's looking up to you or simply wants to make impact, is talented, has a hobby, and they're looking to monetizing that and leaving behind a legacy. 3 things as we wrap up that you leave with our audience.
One of the things I'll say is, right, is if you get opportunity to travel,
Right.
as they say, travel and see.
Right.
You know, traveling for me gives you a better view of
Perspective.
where you know, don't expect the whole world, but at least learn something from traveling.
Right.
If you do get opportunity, that's
Right.
one. I'll also say to some of my people, you got to be patient in this game. You know?
Right.
It's not going to be right at the first time.
Right.
But then try and come back again and
Right.
do it. And in terms of my legacy, I believe we're all enjoying it right now. Like I said, you know, if you look at what we're enjoying right now in terms of music, whereby African music is so popular, you know, you go everywhere now, our music is dominating. I believe, again, my contribution is that one day somebody say, oh wow, Mr. Dennis Tawiah contributed towards to what we're enjoying today. Because like I said, when I first started, our music was not even allowed to be played on the mainstream airwaves.
Wow.
It wasn't. African music was not allowed to be played on the mainstream airwaves. We managed to break that boundary. Okay, nightclubs, places of entertainment scenes, we were not allowed to do that. We've managed to break all them boundaries.
Right.
At the end of the day, right now, I'm happy to see what we're all enjoying today.
Excellent.
You know, to me, I feel that I've contributed. I've played my part. May the next person come on board and do better than what I've done.
You wanted to be a footballer initially.
Yes.
Now you veered into events, entertainment, and all of that. Have you ever gone back to your first love?
I've gone back to it, but in a different format.
Okay.
I went back to it as being a promoter for Ghana Black Stars.
Oh, okay.
Football matches.
Right.
I've organized a series of Ghana Black Star football matches here in the UK.
Oh.
If you could think of Ghana playing, I think when we qualified for the World Cup in 2006 for the first time, I organized a series of football matches for the Ghana Black Stars here in the United Kingdom.
Amazing.
And that's something I enjoyed so much doing. I organized Ghana Brazil, Ghana Jamaica, Ghana Senegal, Ghana Mexico.
Oh, look at the view from here.
This
This is incredible.
welcome to London. You know, I'm happy here. So football to me, not being able to make it to the top level, however, being part of the organizing of a football match to me was beautiful. And I love the opportunity, especially it was the first time Ghana's qualified for the World Cup. So to be part of that little setup and making sure we have 1 or 2 friendly matches, that was awesome. I love that.
I want to go back to your education story again, because a lot of the times people knock on some doors through education and the doors are slammed in their faces and they look down on themselves, society condemns them, and they shut the door on their lives completely. But here you are, you went to school, you didn't do too good, you were poor academically, but you decided to turn that into something else, look somewhere. Well, how important is it for people to always search for other opportunities beside just simply, you know, shutting down because simply one door didn't open in terms of education?
I mean, it's very good. As you know, African parents, that's what something they want all of us to do. They want their children to be lawyers, doctors, scientists and everything. So me, I felt bad when I didn't achieve that academic grade. And I mean, I know how my parents were feeling at the time, but I was also happy to turn it around. I didn't give up. And my dad was one of my #1 supporters, making sure that he was enjoying all the events I was organizing. In fact, he turned up on quite a few of the events.
Wow.
You know, he's very much interested in what I was doing event-wise. He was proud that, oh, it's his son that is organizing this Ghana independence celebration. It's his son that is helping organizing Miss Ghana UK. It's his son that is bringing Kojuenchi over to the United Kingdom. It's his son that is bringing Shatawale to the United Kingdom. It's his son that is bringing Daddy Lumba to the United Kingdom. I mean, a lot of the Ghanaian artists, if you think of the 90s, the millennium year, and even till now, I've been organizing events, bringing artists from Ghana here. So to me, it was a success. Although it was not of an educational background, it was in terms of I've achieved something. And my parents were happy with it. Yes, it was not in the classroom, or you know, it was not in the university level, but it was something I've achieved. And at the end of the day, my dad backed me. He supported me all the time and every time.
I love that.
Yeah.
But Dennis, I can't help but say, Jamumia and Kabruchire. Hey! Look, I thought this was an AstroTurf. Like, it has meadows in there and all. Like, it's like, yo!
Yeah, I mean, look.
Oh my goodness.
Take this and put it to Accra Sports Stadium. Man.
Oh, no.
Look how beautiful
Look, it's so clinically manicured.
Yeah, I mean,
and look, the landscaping is it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I watch a recent match in Ghana and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, look at our pitch.
Yeah, but I think we could do with this. But
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so yeah, this is this area.
Dennis, me where
you be coming here shortly.
I look forward to it because no, I'm loving it. I can't have enough of this.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dennis. It's been a pleasure talking to you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Super.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Beyond Borders on Citi TV. This is the only program on TV in Ghana that brings you stories of Ghanaians in the diaspora like that of Dennis Tawiah. Keep watching. Until next time, bye-bye.